All right, guys, here we go. Just right quick, little video here. It's more chart school than anything else regarding to how to scale in, scale out of positions. Whether it's a bull market, bear market, that we're in now, obviously, and the safest areas to do that as far as trying to catch, an oversold bounce, oversold, rally, short covering rally, that sort of thing. In other words, we're looking to see, where, when, and how a bounce like the most recent one may occur. So let's go ahead and get started. And we're looking at the SPY, and I don't know, many institutions, hedge funds, even regular retail investors watch the SPY because basically it's just an ETF for the S&P 500. So you can watch it, and it's going to go tick for tick, with the S&P 500. So what we're doing now, we're looking here, and we put our fib line up, basically looking at the very low to very high of this last leg up. And if we were continuing to move up here rather than the big, slam down that we had the other day, then this fib line would obviously be reversed. But right now we're still finding a landing zone and for the next reversal. Okay, so that's why we have the fib line up here, and where the highest probability, highest odds for any asset, whether it's an individual stock, crypto, Bitcoin, metals, gold, silver, copper, whatever, is going to be a previous high, like over here, high pivot where you moved up and then did a 180 down, a low pivot where you were falling down and then you did a 180 to the upside. So one of them's resistance, that may be support going forward, or as price comes down. The other one, was support, and if you're moving up a lot of times, it then can become resistance and work against you. But right now, let me click on that red dash line. It should be blue, and I just put it there so I know instantly it's support. We have a high pivot here, then we rotate it down. A little bit of one here that hit it. We bounced up, came down into it, it held, and then we did another 180 pivot reversal here, all the same thing. Back up. And then as you see this, we had 1, 2, 3, 4 days of consolidation here, and then broke out. And then that was our little, 4-day pump to the upside until the CPI numbers came in, and then, the rest of the story. So we're back right there. So at 391, or 391, 392, that's very significant for the price action here. So, but we're not, totally going to jump in right now by no means, because what we're looking for next, you find a potential, target area as price comes down, and the more factors you have, the more things going for you in this area, the better. And let me do this first. I think, was it the 50? I think it's the 100, but let me put the 50. Now the 50, we've already gone below it. The 100 below it. Okay. So no moving averages to help us down here. So the only thing we have to count on is a possibly high pivot, low pivot, zone added, with a fib line. And the fib line's a little bit lower, even though we could wick down to it. So this is right now, if we were to bounce, this would be the only area that we would bounce from. Or we'll, if not, then tomorrow or Monday we'll come on down to this 0.618 fib, or we'll come down to this low pivot here where we pushed up and then weren't able to make it, then continued on that road. So let's put this back kind of where I had it. Okay, so hypothetically, let's just say that tomorrow we get a green bullish engulfing, takeout, clearing candle. In other words, it takes out everything over here. So that would be a potential possible scale in move right there, and this green candle was too, okay, previously. And then we'd flip all this around and see where our next high low pivot is. Number one, number two, moving average, number three, if any of the fib lines line up there, for potential resistance as you reverse. But right now there's no signal that we had. Let's go over here to Apple, and again, still in the daily. So here we are right here, kind of in no man's land. But if you look right there, let me put this magnet on. This low pivot, we had 3 candles down, 1, 2, 3, then a 180, a pivot reversal to the upside. So, oh wow, we see today we've even wicked into that area. Interesting. So, but we're not ready to get in yet. We don't have any confirmation that a potential, possible, maybe, reversal. Now, right here, this is a potential, the red candle. Let me pull this up so you can see it. Potential reversal, candle, indecision, spinning top doji. And then we had confirmation the next day as we closed over that candle. Then, the rest of the story. Okay. And then the next factor that we have close by is this 0.5 fib. And I think it's the 100 here. Yeah, the 100 simple day moving average. So we have the 100 simple day moving average potentially helping us. We have this low pivot zone potentially helping us. And then in the same neighborhood, we have the 0.5 fib from this very low here to this swing high. So 1, 2, 3 factors within a few dollars here that could help Apple reverse and push to the upside. But we're not getting in there, or would not, the probability of scaling in is low until you put in one of those green bullish engulfing takeout clearing candles. All pretty much means the same thing, but different people know it by different descriptions. And then right here, the previous little push to the upside was this red candle here. Little, again, spinning top indecision candle, and then a green candle that reversed off that doji to the upside. And then, the news, now that I'm talking, I can't think of it, but what I'm talking, CPI numbers and stuff came in and had the big slam down, and then, we are where we are now. And then we go to NVDA. That's another little, what am I thinking, chip company. I say little, kind of tongue-in-cheek here. Anyway, it's been real in the news, kind of popular lately, and it as well as AMD, Advanced Macro Devices, because of what China has said and so on and so forth. Now, again, you're probably going to get tired of me saying that word potentially, but for today anyway, we have a again potentially reversal candle possibly coming in tomorrow, maybe even Monday here, because we have that again little spinning top indecision doji, and then if it followed up by a green, nice green bullish engulfing clearing candle, we could get some more price action to the upside. Now here's a little secret, man. This is going to be the go time. I don't care what color candle it is. This blue dash line. Now if we go to the weekly, it's going to correspond with our 200-day moving average. Now, from an extended price point, this at one time the 200 was here, price was up there, going back to November 21. Okay, high odds, high probability. Okay, that's all we have to go on, odds and probability that when we hit this, we will get a reversal. Okay, now tough market. Yeah, we're in a tough market. We're more bearish than bullish at this time, but we'll see, and we'll wait for a confirmation on the daily chart. This is the weekly. Each candle is 1 week price action. As you see over here, we had a lot of consolidation. A lot of price action in this area, so possibly that would hold. Now, see, in here, we had a little bounce when we came down into it in 2019, and technically, the last time we were trading or closed under that 200, the purple line here, was really back in July, about the middle to the end of July 2013, right there. And we just closed just on it, a couple of weeks later, and then you can see the rest of the history there. So we'll be watching that, and then that's when we'll get out of our short position. We're short right now, just holding and molding until that tells us to reverse there. And we could be getting close with this, and honestly, this candle here today, I mean, that might be just good, close enough for government work, so to speak, to our 200 on the weekly for that, kind of oversold bounce push back up to the upside, maybe even some short covering there. So that'll be the play of the day there. We put any green candle over here, I'll close out that short position that's still live, and then we will go long and see how long that lasts. And it could last a minute because we're pretty well under the 200 here is on this daily. So all right, guys, thanks for hanging in there, and we will see you on the charts.